In an interview with Citi Business News, Chief Executive Officer of Private Enterprise Federation (PEF), Nana Osei-Bonsu, said the protection of the environment is critical for firms that want to attract investors into the country. Mr. Osei-Bonsu said this after signing a memorandum of understanding to establish a working partnership between CASA Initiative Ghana and PEF.
Because you see, the Federation is always looking for opportunity for our businesses to invest in. And as I always say that investors have choices to put where their money goes. But where collaboration that the community is looking for, protecting the environment, jobs for everybody, livelihood for all, we see that the private sector should be putting their money where it can bring about this kind of deliverables. And that the government can also be pushed to create policies, enabling environment that will allow private sector to do and civil society to monitor, make sure that everything is above board. There are ways for government to be pushed to create the enabling environment, the attraction that will allow the investor, instead of going to put their money in the treasury, says, no, I'm going to create this water environment, I'm going to grow this affordable housing, because government says if we provide this affordable housing at 15,000 per head, then we'll be able to get A, B, C, D.
The two parties in the MOU agreed to leverage on each other's strength and take advantage of emerging issues under climate change to develop initiatives that respond to the needs of its members. The partnership is to, among other things, spearhead an advocacy for environmental sustainability to support business communities. Chairman of CASA Initiative Ghana, natural resource and environmental civil society platform that supports advocacy in 7 thematic centers, Charles Agbokulu, wants authorities to enforce regulations that prohibit businesses from polluting the environment.
Take a look at Agbokulu to see how human beings are handling electronic waste without any protection. Children are there. If they take samples there, they will tell you there's lead in the water that is there. There are toxic substances that are there in the soil, the food they eat, and the whole surrounding there is polluted. So that's one example. And all those things down there are all industrial waste. TVs, name it, from anything. And they break them down, take copper wires. Some of the gases in those things are not supposed to be exposed to human exposure, but we are doing all these things and it's very dangerous. We need to work with the regulators, like I'm saying, regulators of these industries. What we can do as civil society, together with the Private Enterprise Federation, is to get the regulators to enforce regulation.